Hey guys, I'm back for another video, and today I'm going to talk about Hytale's combat. I've been talking with a lot of the subscribers, and there's a topic that came up again and again, and that's combat. Of course, I made a video contemplating whether or not it's going to be more similar to Minecraft 1.8 PvP or Minecraft 1.9 PvP, and basically the general consensus is that it was going to be somewhat of a mix. But most likely, if somebody were to straight up play Hytale and describe it, it would most likely be its own thing. But today, I'm going to be talking about the different varieties of combat, so beyond the sword and shield. This is an ideas video. If I missed something that you guys think should also be included in the combat of Hytale, then make sure to let me know in the comments down below. So let's get started. So in one of the concept arts, they showed off a Slingshot, which supposedly is equipable by the Quebecs and hopefully the player. I would imagine the player. And I had a cool idea. What if it was better than just a generic, hey, you slingshot a rock and it hits an enemy and does damage? What if there were multiple different projectiles that you could shoot out of these slingshots? For example, explosives, like little bombs, or maybe potions so that you can heal your allies and hurt your enemies. Or berries, so it'd be like a paintball. Maybe you'd be able to paint on the wall by just shooting berries at it. Or it would be a non-lethal way to make something go away. Maybe a strategy for getting a bear to back off would be to hit it with a paintball. I don't think that would work in real life. Let's not test that theory. Of course, rocks, but maybe the special property of shooting rocks out of a slingshot is that you can pick it up straight off the ground. You won't have to have any in your inventory. So a lot of you guys have probably heard of the Blockshot Network, which is a passion project of mine that I put together with a whole bunch of people on Discord. It is going to be a Hytale shooter game. And funny enough, the name Blockshot came from an idea I had for a Minecraft mod called Blockshot. And the idea was that you can use any item in Minecraft and shoot it out of this slingshot type thing, and it would have special effects. For example, an anvil would do massive damage, a sponge would bounce, a slime block would bounce, or maybe even stick. Shooting something like coal would make like a big cloud of dust. Like things like that. So it's kind of funny getting back to the whole slingshot debate. Maybe I can throw some of the fun ideas from the original Blockshot Minecraft mod idea in the description. One Minecraft mod that I really liked was Tinker's Construct. It introduced a whole new way of crafting by adding a smeltery into the game. It added the ability to throw in ores and they would be melted down into liquid, and then you could pour that liquid into a cast to create tools like pickaxes, shovels, axes, and then some weapons like shurikens, spears, bows, crossbows. I think it'd be really neat to have the ability to make weapons and armor and tools in this way in Hytale. Instead of just your standard, oh, let's just put it in the crafting table and boom, you got yourself a... If you were to make things in the Tinker's Construct kind of way, where you were to melt metal and then pour it into a cast, it feels like something that you made yourself and put time and effort into it. Another thing that'd be pretty neat is if there was a button to throw a weapon. Kind of like how in Call of Duty you can have a primary weapon out and then you press a button and then it will throw a grenade. So a grenade slot. And then maybe you could have two slots, one for a lethal, one for a non-lethal. So it'd be kind of cool if you had the ability to throw down a smoke bomb and then throw a grenade. Or a bomb in this case, since it's not Call of Duty. I think it would change up combat a lot if you had multiple buttons. And going even further with that idea, what if there was something like a weapon wheel? Or maybe the ability to hotkey specific weapons? Instead of, for example, in Minecraft, if you want to do that, you have to hotkey specific hotbar slots, but then there's no guarantee that the item's going to be in its proper slot in the inventory, and yeah, there's a skill curve there, but it would be kind of cool if there were some built-in things for that, at least in the adventure mode, to be able to have either a weapon wheel or a button that automatically equips a specific weapon from your inventory. The one thing that always bothered me from Minecraft is when you shoot an arrow, or if any projectile were shot at you. This happens in a lot of games, that the projectile would be sitting there perfectly fine to pick up. It looks like it's in perfect shape, it hasn't been damaged, but you can't pick it up as the player and it just sits there forever until it despawns. I think that concept needs to go out the window. I think it'd be really cool if, for example, enemy skeletons, if they have bows, that they eventually run out of ammo. Does that make sense? And since there wouldn't be the ability to farm arrows from skeletons, you could make it so you can pick those arrows up if they miss. Something like that would be really nice. And it'd make the world look better as well. Also things like tridents, being able to pick something up and throw it and then pick it up later. There was actually, in a game called Rust, there was the ability to throw any tool that you had as a weapon. So if I was cutting down a tree using a hatchet, I could actually throw the hatchet and then it would do damage to the player. I think that'd be hilarious to be able to do that and then maybe pick it back up again. I could just imagine myself walking out in the fields of Hytale and I'd have a spear and then there'd be like a tiger or something and it was attacking me and I'd chuck the spear and kill it. And then I'm able to pull the spear back out and continue on my day. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention with the weapon wheel, it'd be cool if you could add healing items to the mix as well. One thing I loved about Fallout New Vegas was the ability to add attachments to your weapons to make them better. For example, if I were to get a hunting rifle, I could equip it with a scope, which would give me, obviously, increased accuracy and range. And there'd be some pistols where you can replace the frame to be more sturdy, so the durability goes down slower. In terms of Hytale, I think it'd be pretty neat if you had a bow and then you were able to upgrade the string. So you would have something like how in Minecraft, I think, one of the mod packs, I forgot which one it was, added flame string, which gave the projectiles slightly more damage. Or maybe you could have something that's like you can modify the weapon to tighten the string, so that it requires more strength to pull back, but it does more damage or something like that, I don't know. Of course, I said this earlier, weapon and armor durability, and having a variance in the amount of damage or damage tolerance that equipment does based on how high the durability is at the time, and then repairing it with either other armor or equipment, or going to an anvil or maybe a merchant to be able to repair it. I like this mechanic a lot because it gives more value to your gear. It almost feels like it belongs to you, like it is your, like this is my bow. Like this is the, like you feel like it's not just any old bow, but it's like yours. I don't know, something like that. I keep referencing Fallout New Vegas in these videos, but what can I say? It's an awesome game. Having unique weapons would be cool too, so I bet you there's gonna be standard weapon types. You know, there's gonna be the bow, there's gonna be the sword, the mace, the crossbow, whatever. But I think in the story mode at least, how cool would it be if you were to complete a quest and you get a custom bow or a custom crossbow, and it's got a different name, maybe the color of the name is different, like it could be called the Annihilator, and it like has a faster reload speed and does less damage, or it could be it does more damage but it shoots 2 arrows at once so you run out of ammo faster, or some crazy thing like that, where it's got some pluses and minuses, but overall it promotes a certain playstyle which may make it better for your situation. Finally, this is just for fun. I know a lot of this can be modded straight into the game for servers, and just for fun, the last one would be rocket jumping like mechanics, like fireball jumping, or like from TF2 having the soldier blast himself around using the rocket launcher. That was all sorts of fun. Well anyway, that is it for this video guys. I know a lot of these ideas could easily be modded in, which is the main criticism for a lot of these suggestion videos, but I'm gonna be honest, not everyone's going to want to install a mod. And if you were to make a mod for this sort of thing and install it on your server, a lot of the players won't know it exists. So I would like to stress that it would be better if a lot of these were added to the base game. This way, everybody knows what the weapons and equipment do. If you like this video, then make sure to drop a like and check out my previous Hytale related suggestion content. I've got about 6 videos so far, simply 4 ideas, and there's a 7th on the way. I'm gonna be keeping Hytale busy with the suggestions. If you would like to continue the Hytale discussion, then make sure to join my very own Discord channel, the 30Virus Botnet. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Well anyway, that's it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.